Hey everyone, welcome back to Rag Tag Stacking. In today's video, I'm just going to go over a few tips on how to organize and store your silver stack. There are a few examples in front of you here, and I'm not saying that one is the best over the other one. In fact, as you can see, I have many examples here because I do use multiple ways of organizing. It's not just all one thing is the best and that's how I do it, because there are different situations for different things. Now I'm going to start off with the kind of way to organize that I like the least. I do see its value, and I will continue to do this for certain coins, but it's these 2x2 cardboard flip things here. I'm planning on having the entire collection of these 50% Canadian dollars, and I want to keep them in nice condition, especially these proof ones. And in this collection, I want to get the proof version of each coin, but also the BU version of each coin. So I haven't written on here 1981 BU. These ones, this 84 proof and 82 proof, came like this with the writing on there. So what I want to do is I want to get this entire collection and put them in here. And the reason why this is going to be important, as I said, I do want to have all of them, the BU and the proof version. I'm going to stack, you can get kind of like holders for these, and they look like really, really skinny. I don't know how to explain it. Like skinny shoe boxes. You've seen it. It's a box that has these, and you can organize it in. And you can either have one row or two rows, but you've seen these boxes. What I want to do is I want to have these in order. So how I want to organize this set and this collection is just like this, where I'm going to have the writing up top so it's easy to see, just like flipping through. And I'm going to get one. I don't have the box yet because I don't have many of these to put it in. Once I start getting, it starts cluttering up the monster box, I'll definitely get the box that holds these. And, you know, it'll be like that, and it'll be a long, skinny, and you'll be able to flip through it. I just want to have the writing there. That's the way I want to organize it, where it's easy to flip through, and you can see there's the 84 proof, there's the 84 bullion, and just keep going on and on. So that's kind of how I want to do this particular set. It's just something different, you know what I mean? I'm primarily go with the tubes, as you know if you've seen my videos. But I think that's a cool way of getting this set organized here. And the next that I want to show you is these plastic flips. Now I just have the Morgans and the piece dollars in there as an example. I don't want loose coins flying around in the monster box, but also these ones, I don't really care to have them in capsules. You know what I mean? I kind of save that for bullion products where I'm probably not going to pick up a lot of them, and especially if it's you know, a high premium item, you want to keep it in nice condition. You'll buy one of it and then you'll put it into a case, and then that's it. These I'm thinking about starting a tube of down the road, but since, you know, it's kind of going to be a waste of space in the monster box just putting 2 coins into a tube, I want to put them into the flips here. So I got 2 Morgans and 2 piece dollars. If I were to get 2 more piece dollars, I would continue to put it in the flips. You know what I mean? 2 flips, 4 coins. It's still kind of better organized than just having the 4 coins in the tube. But where I make the call to transition into tubes from the flips is once I would have to start a 3rd flip. If I get a 5th and a 6th coin and stuff like that, instead of starting that 3rd flip, I think that it would be time to finally move those coins into the tubes, because eventually these will start kind of sliding off to the side, and it's not the best way of stacking on top of each other. You know what I mean? So once it gets to that 5th and 6th coin where I would be putting it into a 3rd flip, that's where I transition it into the tubes. But I use these flips, as I said, for coins that I don't really want to have in capsules, because I do plan on picking up more of them, but I don't have enough to justify putting them in the tube and taking up that much more room. And since I talked about the capsules, I do have a few examples here. Like I said, this is a higher premium privateer coin. This, I believe, is the Siren. This isn't something that I would stack enough where I would consider it putting it into a tube. And especially because it is that higher premium, you know, sliding the coins in and out of the tube and the kind of jostling around, it could damage the coin potentially, and you don't really want that for something that's, you know, this nice. Regular bullion silver, you can be careful with it, don't throw it around, but I'm not too concerned of, you know, dropping in the tubes, and there's a little nick there, a little scratch there. It's not too concerning, especially because that's the best way for me that I've found of organizing my stack, at least. This is a way that I use to organize my stack of kind of putting coins away. I don't have many capsules. As I said, I picked up some of these Mickey Mouse ones, these 90 Years of Imagination coins. I put them in capsules just because I thought, you know, they were slightly higher premium and stuff like that. And I knew I was only going to get a couple of them and not really look to pick up more. So I wasn't going to be starting to tube with them, and wanted to keep them in relatively nice condition just for the future, you know what I mean? Yeah, I put it in the capsule instead of putting it in here because this is kind of a transition point waiting to start a tube, and I wasn't planning on starting a tube. So there are different sizes of capsules, as you all know. This is the 1 ounce coin here. This is a 2 ounce coin. This is a 1 ounce bar that I have in a capsule. So bars, there are capsules for bars as well. Not just for the 1 ounce. They do have 5 ounce capsules for bars. 5 ounce capsules for coins. I ordered this one when I ordered my America the Beautiful. I didn't realize that it came with the capsule. It didn't say that when I was purchasing it, so that's why I picked up an extra one. So yeah, for me, I don't have, like I said, I don't have too many coins in capsules. But when I do, it's for a specific purpose. It's for a higher premium coin that I don't plan on picking up a bunch of and want to keep in fairly nice condition. I'll throw those into the capsules. But for the majority of my stack, as I said, if you've been watching my videos, you know, I do like the tubes. I like the way you can just have a nice compact 20 ounces here. It stacks nicely in the monster box. You can have nice uniform 4 lines. For me, I have a Britannia box, so I can go 4 by 5. I'm going to eventually need to get a second monster box to throw all of this stuff in. I think once I get past the 10 tubes, once I have 10 tubes on the go, space in the box is going to be kind of limited. I do have 10 ounce bars and 5 ounce bars. And obviously these and the flips and the capsules, they're loose in there, so they do move around. I have it kind of packed in nicely, so there's not too much movement in there. But once, you know, you add a couple more of those tubes, space becomes an issue. And, you know, I might not be able to Tetris everything in there as needed. And then I'll pick up that second box. Ideally, I'd like to have a box full. Well, as I said, the Britannia I started with, I want to have 20 tubes of 20 coins, so a nice 400 ounces there. And then on the other monster box, I don't know what size I will get, or which one, whether it be like a, you know, the Eagle monster box or the Maple monster box. It's just a random empty one they send. I get it on Silver Gold Bull. That's where I got the empty monster box. So whichever one they send me next, that's where I'll start throwing this stuff in once the tubes take over my first one. But yeah, as I said, I do like these square ones for the bullion. For my junk silver, I have these little clear ones here. They're not my favorite, you know what I mean? The rounded ones. I would prefer to get the $50 square tubes. I just like the way the square tubes look, but I couldn't find any for a reasonable price, so I kind of just ate it and went with these because these were a lot cheaper than what I was seeing for the square version of. These are the ways that I organize the individual coins. As I said, there's a few different ways that I do like to store them away. And I'm just going to do a quick cut here and show you the monster box. So this is how I store my monster box. In here, this is where I keep my gold stack. So I have my all my gold in here. I'm not going to pull it all out just because I don't want this video to go too long in here. But that's where I keep all of my gold. And in this one here, put that off to the side so you can see. In this one here, this is where I put the junk silver that isn't in tubes yet. I have a lot of the $50, so I got tubes for the $50. The next one will be quarters, but as I said, I don't have many quarters. I only have Washington quarters in here. You see, I like holding this bag. It's got a nice sound to it. Yeah, like I said, I like the $50 there. That's why I had a lot of them. I needed to get the tubes. The next quantity in here that might be getting the tubes, it would be better than storing it in here, would be Washington quarters. I only have 20 of them. Once I get enough for a full tube, then I'll transport it out of here. But for right now, this is the best way to have all that loose junk silver that's not in capsules. And like I said before, once I get past, the 8 works perfectly. 8 tubes here with all the silver in there. I do still have plenty of room. And on the top, as I said, I kind of just have things all over the place, and I kind of have it so that there's not much movement. I try and just stack it in pieces on top of each other so to kind of, you know, lessen the movement. But you saw these. I kind of just have these on top of my kookaburra there. These are where I keep the 10-ounce bars. So there's a bunch of those there. I think there's 4 of the 10-ounce bars, and there's some 5-ounce bars that are buried down here. But yeah, like you can see, I kind of just put a lot of this stuff on top of each other and try to reduce the movement, but just by layering things and having them kind of interlock so they have weight on top of each other and they're kind of intertwined. Just all this loose stuff, because I really don't like the movement all around. I know it's not a huge deal. I do like this. I got to get this out of this plastic. I keep putting it in through the bottom and I'm too lazy to find a new way to... Actually, I'm going to take that out and throw this onto the ground. Just so when I see this now, I know I have to find a better way to store that one. But like I said, this is how I store all of my silver stack, you know, a little bit of copper there, some copper pennies, and my gold bag. But for the most part, this is all silver. And yeah, so it may look messy from the top, just having a bunch of the individual items on top, but I assure you I've done it in a way where it spatially makes the most sense. So with these 8, as you can tell, even if I get one more tube, if I start one more tube, you can see that everything that I kind of have here is going to be thrown off, because this is going to need to kind of move here, and then all of those stuff is going to have to. So it's going to be hard to kind of get everything in there. So I do know that a second monster box is going to be needed fairly soon. Just because I'm going to be annoyed with the way that I'm going to have to stack it when I add more of these tubes. But for the most part, or like I said, my big plan, my overall plan, or you know, seeing into the future, where I want my stack to go is I would like to have a full monster box of tubes, and then a full monster box of kind of like these individual coins and bars and stuff like that. But anyways, that's the video that I want to make here. I'm just going to throw everything back in there. So I had this here, that like that. So yeah, it might look messy to you, but for me, obviously I'm very familiar with this. I look at it every day pretty much. I like playing around with the stack, even if I'm not doing videos. So yeah, organized might be a loose term, judging by the messiness of my box. But I'd like to know what you guys do, how you guys organize, if you're primarily a tube person or a capsule person. And I do want to show you my lid. This is it's already full. I don't want to block out any more people. I always want to do a shout out to Prepper Jack, because unfortunately I put the pirate stacker right over I wasn't really thinking. But yeah, that was the first start, and then I had to go on to the back here. Wasted space by putting my own on there. But I do have a bunch of the stickers that have come recently. I have them in an envelope in another box. And once I figure something out, or a second monster box comes into my life, then I'll start putting the stickers on top of there. But until then, I do have all the stickers I've been receiving recently in an envelope for the future. But that's it for me today. I'm just going to put the top on the monster box. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.